Hey guys, this is a word for married couples. Or if you're in a relationship and you plan to get married, listen to this message because it's very important. Number one, when you get married, make sure that you break the soul ties that you have with your parents. Listen to me very carefully. I did not say that break the communication or rather break the relationship. I said break the soul ties that you have with your parents. Because most of you get into marriage when you are still attached to your parents. And that is why most of marriages do not work according to how God intended marriages to work. When you get married and you have built a home for your wife, where a place where you and your wife call your home. I'm starting with men. You've built a place where you and your wife call a home. As a man, that place in your home, there is only one wife. There is only one woman. And any female that will come into your house, they are females. They are not your woman. They are not your wife, including your mother. This thing of allowing your mother to come into your marital home and begin to give you some rules and regulations where how you should design your house, how your food should be cooked, how you should run your things in your marital home, it is very wrong. What you are doing, it is actually undermining your wife, and you are not honoring her as you're supposed to honor her as your wife. You are not respecting and you are not loving her as you should if you still allow your mother-in-law to dictate your marriage. Or rather your mother, so to say. If you still allow your mother to dictate your marriage, you got into marriage when you were not ready for that marriage. When your mother comes into your marital home, she is your mother. She is not your wife. You honor the word of your wife above the word of your mother in your own marital home. She is the wife of your home. She is the woman of your home. Your mother is not going to come into your marriage and dictate how things should be done. Your mother is not going to come into your marriage and tell you how you should spend, when you should spend, and how you should run things in your home. It is you and your wife, and you work on that thing together. So if your mother comes and tries to dictate and tell you how to do things, and you allow her, believe you me, you are contaminating the marriage. This is the thing that has caused a lot of marriages not to work or to collapse. Allowing in-laws to come into your marriages. If you are a woman and your father, for an example, or your mother still visit your home, your marital home, there should be that. There is only one husband in your home, and that is the husband that you are married to. If your father comes, he should not dictate how you should do things. You cannot honor him more than you honor your husband in your own husband's home. In your own husband's house. You don't do that. This thing of saying, maybe for an example, if you've prepared food, you serve your father first before you serve your husband, it doesn't work. Or you take only the counsel of your father over in your marriage more than the counsel of your husband, it doesn't work. It should not be like that. When you get married, make sure that you destroy and you break the soul ties that you have with your parents. Marriage is for two people. It's for husband and wife. It is not for you and your in-laws. So make sure that when you get married, break the soul ties that you are having with your parents. Because most of you allow your parents to dictate your marriage in the name of saying that they are your parents. But in reality, that is not how it's supposed to be. A man shall leave his parents. A woman shall leave her parents. The two shall become one, and they will build their home. That is how it's supposed to be. That is a biblical principle of marriages. So irregardless of how much you love your mother, my brother, irregardless of how much you love her, never honor the word of your mother in your home more than the word of your wife. Irregardless of how you love your parents, my sister, your mother or your father, never take their word, never let them dictate your marriage. Never listen to your mother or your father or honor their word more than you honor your husband's word. Break those soul ties if you're still attached to your parents when you are married. God bless you. Shalom.